Nights won't stop for traffic lights, and I really wanna know if
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Faith, the Course Divine Faith Tarot, and this is going to be Virgo's energy reading for the month of September. Now, this reading can be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are a life path number 5, then this reading could also be for you. Okay, since 5 is associated with Mercury, and then of course we've been here before, Virgo's natal ruler is Mercury. Okay, so of course make sure that you check your other placements. I don't have all the videos up yet, but I am working on it. Okay, I have to pace myself. I can't throw it all out there at once. I tried that, it didn't work, and I don't necessarily feel like that it was the best I can do, because I know I can be better, and I just, you know, I'm kind of like that sometimes. But anyway, so yes, we'll take a look at the energy coming through. If you want to book a reading, or if you want to look at your weekly horoscopes, click the description box below, or you can go directly to the website in the right hand corner of this video. Oh Lord, don't want to shuffle. There you go. All right, by the way, happy birthday, Virgos, to those whose birthday has already passed. Happy belated birthday. Okay, first card out is the Queen of Pentacles. So that's fitting. So this definitely gives me like prime Virgo energy, but this also gives me like the homemaker. She could definitely be a good baker, literally a good a good cook, good chef, anything of that nature. But most importantly, with the Queen of Pentacles, I do get this vibe, especially with her coming up right, she knows how to preserve. So some of you guys, well, something about preservatives may be having an impact in your life right now, or this actually could represent some of you are trying to preserve somebody's ashes who has passed away. It definitely feels like a mother or a grandmother. I am getting the name Helen, or the initial may possibly be E, first, middle, last. Okay, and I'm also getting the initial P as well. I'm hearing Patrice, Patricia, or anything of that nature. So some of you guys, those names may particularly resonate. Okay, I'm also getting something tied to, I'm getting Vermont and Virginia. Definitely the V states are coming through. I think that's the only two. I can't think right now. Anyway, but also with her energy here being about preserving, this could definitely represent a vibe as well, that some of you guys are coming into the month of September trying to preserve your wealth. Okay, because the thing is, in my Rider-Waite deck, in the front of the Queen of Pentacles, there's like scarcity. There's a sense of lack, but behind her, it's the beauty of the fields. It's the beauty of the earth. So with that being said, some of you Virgos have to make sure that you're not getting so consumed or so focused on the scarcity. Some of you guys, you're focusing on the scarcity when it possibly pertains to love. Okay, especially this vibe is coming through where a mother didn't like your partner, or this is happening right now where a mother is not necessarily being such approving of your partner. Okay. Was it thumbrosis? I don't know what the name is. Something about a brosis is coming up when it pertains to a health situation that some of you are trying to get under control. Now, I do feel like that coming into this month, it does look like it's going to be a better month for you when it comes to your health, especially for those of you that have been struggling with this possibly since the month of February, or could even possibly be as far back as June. I do associate the Queen of Pentacles with Virgo, but it can be any of the earth sign places. It can also be a Capricorn. It also could be a Taurus. Okay. I don't know what folic acid is for. Some of you guys are going to have to let me know. But so whoever figures it out, if you can drop it in the comments, that would be a blessing. Thank you so much, because I just can't look it up right now. Anyway, even outside of this, though, with the Queen of Pentacles, there's this energy as well where I feel like sometimes she kind of gives me the vibe of like the hermit. but not as introverted. Like she'll definitely go out, but she'll still kind of like revel off to the side to herself. Some of you guys, this may definitely be you, where you go out, but you still find a way to push yourself off into the corner, push yourself off to the side. Okay. But I'm getting that energy here as well. Like there's this vibe that some of you guys feel like that you are too practical at this point. Or some of you definitely, you're just wanting something more practical whenever it pertains to love. Some of you guys' practicality, you may feel like it's actually keeping you single because it just seems like there's somebody or that people are just not on the same wavelength as you when it pertains to like your thinking pattern or what you want. Okay, she definitely is, this kind of gives me a vibe in a way. She can be attached to her possessions about as much as the King of Pentacles, okay? So some of you, again, you have to be very mindful of that. But this may not be an actual possession in terms of like, you know, money or cars or home. Some of you, this could definitely be a person where you are attached to a person. There's a sense of possessiveness, maybe even coming across as well. But anyway, trying to see what else is coming through. Oh, glasses, eyesight may be giving you issues during this time. Back pain. I'm also getting muscular dystrophy. This may not have anything to do with you right now, but this does seem like that this is something that is in gene pool, bloodline, whatever you want to call it. Definitely on your, I feel like your grandmother had it. So it feels like it's more so feminine energy. So this could definitely be on your mother's side. Okay. Because it gives me a vibe that some of you have to be very careful because it gives me like this type of degenerative disease or something like that, or illness that starts to come up as you get older. So definitely your biggest thing that you need to start focusing on now, you cannot wait another year or two. You need to be very mindful whenever it pertains to your health. Okay. Anyway, some of you should maybe think about taking up cycling. Not saying that you have to bike the Tour de France every day, because you can't do that. But some of you guys, a cycling class or get a bike, you know, and maybe go half a mile. Start very slow. You know, you can bike and then, bike and maybe get off the bike and just walk a little bit. You know, some of you got to get a little bit creative when it pertains to working out, because you really need to get a handle on this, like I said, before it gets out of control. This month, it seems to be doing fine, but it does give me kind of like this off and on type of thing that some of you guys deal with when it comes to your health issues. Would you look at that? That makes sense. Didn't I say some of you guys are being possessive over a person? So this totally makes sense. But also with the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil, this can be greedy type of energy. This is the vibe of like just wanting you all to myself. But this also is a vibe as well where it's just like, I get jealous whenever you do things that I do, but whenever it's my turn, you can't say shit to me. So very selfish type of energy, honestly. But also with this Devil energy being here, something about packing on heat. So some of you guys may be dealing with, it could be, you may hit menopause earlier than what you expect. For some of you, especially if you're like 48, I don't know exactly when menopause is supposed to hit, but I'm getting the age of 48 at the earliest 45, that some of you guys may possibly experience this, okay? Again, you need to definitely check your history when it pertains to this, because someone else in your family dealt with this as well. But also we do have the number 6, so we have tied to your workplace. Yeah, a lot of you guys are just wanting more and more and more when it pertains to your career, to the point where you're obsessing over being the best, having the most, being the greatest, whatever, or you're obsessing over accomplishing something. But it's almost like you're seeing something with greedy eyes. So this may possibly be energy here where maybe a lot of you guys came over and your mission here is to be of service in some type of a manner. However, you may be too prone to fall back into the energy of like how you were in your past life. So some of you guys have to be very careful about that. Hence why you've reincarnated, because you're supposed to do something different. You have a mission to complete, and some of you guys are failing miserably again. You know, but this could be circumstances. You know, some of you guys may have grew up in a circumstance, especially if you were raised by your grandmother, because I do get that some Virgos were actually raised by your grandmother or somebody else who wasn't your mother, could have been some type of drug addiction, but this really feels like alcohol. But it also gives me the vibe as well, where some of you may have been raised by somebody else, not because there were like addictions involved. It could have simply been that somebody's addiction was money, finding the money, getting the most money, hence the greediness. And some of you, this may be all you saw growing up, the greediness. So now you're kind of like doing that now, and now you don't really have much time. Hence why some of you guys are definitely feeling lonely. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like some Virgos, your loneliness is gonna be your downfall. You know, and I'm talking about in terms of not finding a balance. You know, like shutting down instead of talking about the issue at hand with somebody, especially when they ask you, because I also am getting some Virgos during this month. There may be some issues that transpire and somebody's gonna be trying to ask you what's going on, but you're just shutting down until it gets to the point where they're tired of asking. So guess what? There may be a walking away if that resonates for you. But even with the number 6, like I said, we do have Venetian energy. Some of you Virgos definitely have your eyes on someone that is off limits. It could definitely be a boss. Some of you, this could be your boss's boss, okay? So you go up, okay? But even the 6th house is about your health. But also the 6th house can be about skills. Okay, when I think about the number 6, that is tied to Venus. Venus is about wealth, so this totally just makes sense. So some of you guys, if you may find the money that you make may definitely be in the line of service. But we also do have Capricorn energy here. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Capricorn, Saturn, you know, Saturn is that harsh planet, is the teacher, it's the father. You know, it's that father, that parent that you want to avoid because they discipline first friends in another lifetime. But because I've been studying the book of rulership, they have tied the Saturn to poverty. I'll be honest. Okay. But also sometimes you can see Scorpio energy in the devil. Okay. And Scorpio energy in the book of rulership rules over lower class people. Okay. So this could be energy here where some Virgos are attached to somebody. You're obsessing over someone because you don't want to be poor. You don't want to start over. And I can't sit up here. I'm not going to judge you on that because I completely understand. But it seems like it's getting to a point where it's become a little bit unhealthy. And it's become a little bit unhealthy where some of you guys may even possibly be engaging in sexual activities that you don't necessarily agree with, because the devil also can be sex. Sexual relations, you know. But I don't know why I want to say fornication, but that is coming through. With 7 of Pentacles, yeah, that makes sense. Some of you guys you're struggling to make ends meet in some type of manner, but I really don't think it's that. I feel like your ends are met. It's just the fact of the matter is, it's not enough for you to stop obsessing. But some of you guys, it won't be enough for you to stop obsessing until you're like up 500,000. And you're trying to, you know, inch into the lane of like the 1%ers. That is not going to be everybody's story. It's impossible. You know, that's just not how the world works. The world is not going to be that way where a majority of people are like rolling in dough. Well, I was about to say something, but we'll talk about that later because it has nothing to do with the reading. You know, I was doing my research earlier about the wealth gap when it pertains to generations. Astonishing. Okay. Astonishing. That's why I said some of you guys, you're looking for a certain type of money, which makes sense. You want security, but some of you guys is like, you're not going to stop until you get there, and it's killing you. Some of you guys is killing your relationships, whether it be parental, a love, kids. Okay. Some of you guys, even your pets, don't get a pet, because some of you Virgos are definitely thinking about getting a pet. I hate to break it to you. It's not coming across like you are going to be attentive like you need to be, especially right now, because I'm not saying it won't ever happen, but I feel like right now a lot of you guys are in the energy where you're just trying to get it. You're trying to get to the money, which makes sense. So how the hell are you going to have time for a pet? Maybe get a pet that doesn't require a lot of maintenance. So I don't know, maybe a cat. I ain't never had a cat. Damn sure don't get a dog. Okay. But a fish or shit, you can get a turtle. I mean, just something where it's very, very low in terms of what you have to do. Okay. Some of you may possibly be having to give up a dog for adoption because you just don't have any time and you thought you had the time. But like I said, as you take a step back, you're starting to realize that you're so career driven, so career minded. Okay. Anyway, but some Virgos, or maybe a lot of Virgos, this could be a result of a lack mindset where you don't necessarily feel good enough, worthy enough in some ways, to have that success and stability, even though success and stability is going to look different on everybody. You can't wear somebody else's success badge because that don't belong to you. And some of you guys are trying to do that. You're trying to put somebody else's success badge on you, and you wonder why it's not going anywhere, because you're trying to make somebody else's success your success, and that's not for you. So you have to stop obsessing over what the number is supposed to look like. In terms of some of you, like I said, or a lot of you are definitely trying to get in that big number range. And there's nothing wrong with shooting for that. But some of you guys, you may go, see, the Queen of Pentacles with the Devil card, to me, you have to be careful, because with greed means that you don't have a boundary when it pertains to what you're going to do. So some of you have to be very careful. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You're not happy, even though you're trying to put a smile on your face. Some of you Virgos are not happy that somebody has left you with nothing if you're going through a divorce. Or this may be an argument that has been had between you and somebody in particular. They're talking about leaving you with nothing. It's weird how when this comes down to the end, now the true nature of somebody comes out like a thief in the night. Now they're being rude or brutal or just not being fair. And so this gives me a vibe of like, you want to play hardball? Let's play fucking hardball. That's the type of energy that it gives me. So some of you, in a way, you're trying to fight what you feel like is rightfully yours, but this person ain't bending. So this may go on. Some of you guys maybe have been dealing with this for like 7 months. Some of you have been trying to get a divorce or whatever, or you're trying to divide assets or separate yourself completely from somebody since 2017 or 15, I heard, and it just seems like it keeps going on. Okay, but definitely, like I said, but also there's a lack of happiness in your environment. Watch the company that you keep. Some of you are definitely overindulging in alcohol. Some of you Virgos, I feel like that you are in a new group of friends, and the energy of this group is greedy. I'm just gonna be honest. So some of you have to pay attention to that voice in your head when it's telling you that, look, abort the mission. The mission can be completed somewhere else, but not here. Some of you, whoever this group of people are, I feel like they possibly are encouraging you to drink more, and you got a health issue. How is that a conducive friendship? It doesn't make any sense. Your friends ain't going to let you sink. Even if they have to tell you that what you're doing is the stupidest shit I've ever seen and you should be ashamed of yourself, whatever. They're being honest. And some of you guys, it's like you'd rather sink your ship than wake up and realize the environment that you're in right now. Even if it's pertaining to colleagues, because some of you are trying to get close with colleagues, and you have to be careful. I also am getting something about a lawsuit. So some of you may be in the middle of litigation, or somebody may possibly be pulling you into litigation. Not saying that you're going to be sued, but like they're pulling you into this because they have to like question you about something pertaining to them. Okay. There we go. 6 of Pentacles. So some of you, like I said, I don't really get the vibe where you should really worry about money. I'm just not getting that. Because also there's this thing here where your mind is crazy, and it's like in a good way. So this gives me a vibe as well where I see loans, payouts coming in. Some of you, it may not necessarily be before the month is over. This kind of gives me a vibe. Could even possibly be back pay. I'm also getting something tied to an interview. We do have unemployment here. Some of you guys may possibly still be trying to catch up or get some type of reimbursement when it pertains to student loans, unemployment benefits, government benefits, Social Security, anything of that nature. Some Virgos, you may be doing research to send somebody to a rehab facility. Okay, it seems like it's more, it could be like, I don't really get like a lover or some maybe, I don't think so. It gives me more like I said, a family member or something like that. I'm going to be honest, some of you Virgos, you're not seeing the writing on the wall when it pertains to somebody that you're dealing with romantically. If they can treat their mother that way, I mean, come on, some of you are just not putting the pieces together. Because someone has extreme disrespect for women, and you're not above the law in that. And some of you are not paying attention to that when it comes to this particular person. You think, oh, they're not gonna do that to me. If they can treat their mother that way, who gave birth to them, what about you? Some of you are learning that the hard way. All for a quick buck. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Yep. So there will be money coming through, not as much as you would have hoped. So money, yes, but the amount that you're trying to get approved for, no. Some of you, there will be a delay because they're asking for more paperwork to verify something. But again, if you get a feeling, don't go. Don't do it. Just back off. You know, there will be things that will come through. Also, some of you Virgos definitely have people around you who are willing to help. But you have to ask and he shall receive. Some of you guys are not doing that. You can't let your pride overtake you because we have 5th house, house of Leo. You can't let your pride overtake you. Okay. Oh, Scorpio. Some of you Virgos hate the fact that you and a Scorpio are no longer friends. Okay. Or you wish that you could have a friendship with this person, but you can't. Is this person married, or they have another baby mama, baby father? Some of you, this is coming up where somebody that you are no longer together with, but there may be some slight communication, but it does look like there will definitely be a change coming up in the future because they will have a baby by somebody else. Or if you guys don't even have a baby, they will end up having a baby. So this will even, in a way, it probably may, you know, bring towards you more clarity. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Juggling. Don't even think about trying to juggle, or some of you guys don't even think about trying to stoop to this person's level and try to continue a private relationship going on because you're just a friend with a benefit. They're not trying to move you up to first position. She got the first position. And some of you Virgos, this is you and your connection, and there is a lagger behind you or in your relationship that's trying to get your first position. It ain't happening. Some of you, so it can go either way. Those of you here in the first position don't see it. But those of you where you've broken up with somebody and you're still trying to be friends, you're not in first. Somebody is already ahead of you, and you may not even realize it. That's why I also do feel like some Virgos may be kind of like panicking a bit, or you may be being a little bit emotional because you're trying to see how this person feels about you, but they can't answer you outside of the fact, I like you, or you're pretty, or whatever. It's like very shallow things, and you're like, I need more. They can't give you more because you behind this person, whoever they are. For those of you where you've broken up with somebody, like I said, the others of you where you're with this person, I feel like that you're still in first, but this toxicity or this negative energy tied to this connection is going to have to dissipate, you know? But anyway, yep, Justice card. That makes sense. I talked about litigation. Somebody, oh yeah, some of you Virgos, if you're trying to get divorced, somebody is upholding a divorce because they don't want to sign the papers. Yep, I just said that some of you guys don't want to let go because you don't want to be financially struggling. Like I said, and it totally makes sense. I'm not knocking you for that at all. But I'm going to be honest, some of you guys, it's coming across like the odds are just not in your favor. So that could be why you're deciding to stay. I think I've been talking about this for Virgos for like maybe a year, about you trying to move away from this person, but you don't know how to because there's finances involved, or there's something tied to your stability that's involved that you don't necessarily want to walk away from. And it's pretty much like the same energy. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's codependency, without a doubt. Because the 9 of Pentacles upright, she's all about independent. Like, please, I don't give a damn. I have my own money. But some of you have maybe took the position of being like a stay-at-home mom and relying on somebody. And you may be getting an energy that is coming down to the wire. Some of you are even letting somebody cheat. I'll be honest. You're like, you can cheat in peace, but I'm not really trying to go anywhere. So this energy is coming across like some of you definitely in the month of September, you're not thinking very highly of yourself, and your environment is reflecting that. Your money is reflecting that as well. You're going to have to find a way to prep yourself up. Like some of you spend a little bit of money on self-care, even if it's going to the store and maybe getting like a $5-6 bottle of nail polish, and you sit your ass down on that floor and you paint your nails or toenails or whatever. Or even if you can't go to the hair salon, you look up YouTube videos, you try to figure out how to do your own damn hair. Some of you, it's like the energy's coming through like, rescue me. No. Okay? Some of you got to stop being baby, because you were like that growing up. Somebody babied the hell out of you, and now it's going haywire. Somebody need to light a fire under your ass, and I'll be the one. I don't give a shit. You're going to have to get out of this. Okay? I'm not saying like make drastic changes, stuff like that tomorrow, but some of you guys, like I said, it's like, it's like the way you're seeing yourself is not pleasing to anybody, so you're gonna have to, like I said, do some of these things, little stuff. It doesn't have to be humongous things. Clean out your closet, okay? I don't know. Some of you guys may be good at fashion, experiment, something like that, but you're gonna have to do something, because you can't keep going on like this. And some of you guys, your weight is reflecting it. But you know how some people say, oh, she's put on happy weight, but the way it's coming across is almost just like, wow, like you don't really look happy with the weight that you put on. Like, what's going on? Some of you, maybe you eat when you're depressed. Who doesn't? Okay. I mean, I can't say that. That's a Cancer thing and a Taurus thing. But switch out that for something else. Switch out candy for an apple. Switch out fried foods for, I don't know, baking fish at home. You can go to the store and get a fish or whatever at Walmart in the section for like $5. You can do something with it. Okay. And that's why the 6th house energy came through as well. Skills, learn them. Pick up a new skill. You're going to have to do something, because ain't nobody coming to save you. You're going to have to save yourself, but you can totally save yourself because you've saved yourself before. So why is this situation so much different? It's not. Okay. Anyway, so Virgos, this has been your reading for September. I hope it helped, and see you later.